as Moon is considered the 5th race here. As we see them both spawning on AI now. With Zhouxixi, I will refer to him as the Red Knight Elf spawning at the top left corner against Moon at the top or the bottom right corner. I will refer to him as the Blue Elf. Zhouxixi's face now, very confident. Compared to the pressure point that Moon gave him at the early game of the first game. As we see some differences happening already in this mirror matchup, as we see the Red Knight Elf spawning his Ancient of War rather close here to his base, while Blue, being Moon, is spawning it very close to his natural expansion, actually in between the first orange camp he would with a standard build take. Let's see what both guys are thinking now as they go in these kind of mind games, which is really much more of a mind war here than a mirror actually happening. Everything on the field is kinda like RNG. But this RNG to happen, there has to be fundamentals, and not everything is happening in the head. Although we do not see any changes regarding the first hero choice, as it will be a Demon Hunter for both sides. Interesting to see as well which creep the player always decides to take down first, since if he would go for the Ogre as the first creep, he would actually make use of the item, which could be just like now a clause of attacks +6 for red. Let's see what Moon is gonna get though while he's creeping out his expansion and gonna eventually end up being level 2, a little bit ahead of Red's Demon Hunter as he picks up a Ring of Regeneration. For now, oh wow, I think the claws of attack are better than the Ring of Regeneration. Maybe if you don't wanna trade too much with the Blade Master, but you actually wanna fight, you don't wanna just roam and regenerate, you wanna be there, you wanna get experience, as Red now catches up with experience. Blue not doing a green camp, instead just rushing over, meanwhile Red is catching up. Yes, both are colliding now for the first time here, and Moon's Demon Hunter gets greeted by 2 archers and a mana burn from Red. Losing a bit more damage here than Red is Moon's Demon Hunter as he has to retreat. So the Wisp of Zhouxixi already scouted out the positioning, or the camp being taken down from the natural gold mine. What's happening here at the shop, as we see no player yet going for the boost of speed since it is not needed. Blue Demon Hunter just denied the access to the shop and did not use the boots of speed for himself, since Red just couldn't buy them. He bought the dust of thingy to reveal his opponent's archers. Let's see what's gonna happen here as he creeps the level 5 Gnoll and gets a Gloss of Haste. Alright, not bad. Red is now doing the same thing. Gonna get a Circlet of Nobility. Alright, so Circlet and Claw against Claws of Haste and Ring of Regeneration. Let's see how the ring can turn out now. Can he use it for a heavier creep, tanking with his Blade Master, with his Demon Hunter? As the Circlet for Red just provides him with overall everything, damage, armor and even HP. we see blue now coming up with a huntress, while 4 archers are gathered within red space. We do not see blue space at the moment, but can see something happening there at the left top, as 2 hunters and 1 archer are creeping, while red's demon hunter is looking for blue to get a creep check on him, not realizing he is now wasting time at this moment, as he could just send a wisp to scout an expansion. Blue gets a side ward here, no item that directly increases the demon hunter being a bigger threat, but more like of a map control if you can utilize it well. Blue now retreating. Red making a visit inside blue's territory like this. It's gonna be unpunished for now, since blue got away with taking the creep and possibly leading in experience now, as we see a second hero coming to red on the minimap, coming out of the base. I'm thinking, can you check the heroes please? As blue's demon hunter now is gonna pass halfway to level 4, creeping together with his ancient, and we see a keeper of the grove indeed. A night elf hero for the red army here, as the demon hunter gets another ring of protection. Another side ward here for the blue demon hunter. Total map control if he uses everything right, and a keeper of the grove on his own side as well, as blue is now attempting to make it first go here to the red base, and red needs to retreat, just having pulled this red camp at the south of the map. Demon hunter now chasing a single dryad, as the red demon hunter stuff for teleportations into his own base. Now the dryad and demon hunter can sustain very long here, even though they're fighting 5 units of blue at the same time, since they're fighting within their worlds. Blue eventually has to run away, losing 1 archer doing so. But 1 dryad maybe overextending. This was the dryad he was going for, and he gets the kill. Maybe overextending though with his keeper of the grove, as the demon hunter is just passing by it, not trying to go for it. A few outhits on that keeper were absolutely possible, as it in the end gets down a kill on the huntress though. Keeper gets stuffed away. As we see a bear now, 2 bears rather, and a dust of appearance, that was the word I was looking for before, was being used in red space just to make sure that blue did not left any stealth unit behind there, even though it was daytime. Very strange, what happened there? Let's see. Oh, it was actually blue's demon hunter revealing the area using the goblin laboratory while being stealthed. He's just diving very far at the moment, not using his own goblin laboratory. At this point he is doing two things at once. He's having map control, since he can show presence if he wants to, and he can creep at the same time. And knowing where his opponent is, very very valuable information here. As he is still stealthed and attempting to go for a creep check. Moon, that's the moves I was talking about. Has to retreat though. The potion of invisibility may be running out soon, I do not really know. The second Murloc is gonna go down soon. Oh, what is this? Red actually spots blue. How did he do that? A dust of appearance. Oh wow. Nice effort though, nice try by Moon. Did fail in the end. Zhouxixi really has his game down, knows all the little tricks. Dusted right at the best moment there, revealing Moon. Very nicely done there. Moon should not have been just sitting next to that camp, I don't know. He was not waiting for I don't even know if he wanted to go for a creep steal. I mean, he could get out of the situation by stuffing himself out. Anyways, both players are now cross position camping or creeping. As this dragon is slowly dying, only getting DPS by the keeper of the grove and the dryad, and the keeper picks up scorch bone chimes for Moon. Awesome item to get here. As I said in the game before, a vampiric aura for a Night Elf here in the end facing bear against bear is gonna be very, very, very strong. On the side of Moon here, very nice. As red is actually super cocky, creeping inside the territory of blue at the moment. While he's doing it, he must be wondering though, where is the blue army? And the blue army makes his way up to red's base at this very moment, riding inside a zeppelin. Let's see, a demon hunter, keeper of the grove, and 4 bears, 2 of them rather out of mana. Let's see how he can use them, as he's unleashing on the gold mine, going for the economical advantage here, as perhaps his own Tree of Life has been taken out at this same time. I think it is natural expansion. It's just spotted by the red army, which had to teleport back to her base since Moon's attack seemed very serious. Having 4 bears, he could easily kill this gold income. As we see now here, 2 zeppelins facing off each other. We do not see what's inside the red zeppelin, as the dryad is damaging it. If he would lose these units now, it would be very, very devastating. Can though just run away, rather fly. Can he make it to safety? Is he gonna get chased by the other zeppelin? He loads his keeper, getting tangled there. What is he doing? What is Moon doing? Just kiting his enemy a little bit. He has to stay within his own base for now, since Moon is too big of a threat to ignore. Cannot really catch him though, flying above these trees. Some very, very sick mind games are happening. What is happening at Moon's base, by the way? And at the same time there should be an expansion going up, maybe, I don't know. He can't just do this since it's happening only in the territory of the red Night Elf, and there's nothing he can really do about it. Moon just can constantly stay here and do pressure. Although a stuff on the Demon Hunter does allow him to solo walk outside of his base as well. Just going for an expansion or possible expansion of blue here, as both zeppelins once again say hello to each other. Let's see what's gonna happen. There's one dryad trying to scout out the situation, trying to see behind Moon's doing here. He's gonna get stuffed away to safety, having done her deeds. What is happening with the blue zeppelin? As Moon just crashes in the backline here, knowing he's not gonna get surrounded by anything, just has 2 meat shields, but all his bears are so slow. You can see them attack like 4 times as slow as normal, since he's just dazed by the crash of the zeppelin, has to teleport out. What a situation there. Not bad. Wow. Right, as things calm down for now, Keeper of the Grove still has the Scorch Bone Chimes. Let's see how in the end he can use them. As we see here, not too much of an item change on Red's Demon Hunter, being level 4. Again, I wanna see what level Blue's Demon Hunter is. Now we see a red zeppelin scouting out the situations once more, There is no more creeps left on the map. So both Night Elves now have to kill something hostile, something of the enemy, to gain experience. As well as there is no more random items dropping on this map. I cannot really say for now who won the items, but I would say Moon is looking very buffed, having Book of GG within his item slots, and the Scorch Bone Chimes very very strong. Now taking down the Zeppelin, almost dying. Let's see what's gonna happen here, as both are not really committing to another clash, just upgrading those units. I think 2-1 upgrade I just saw there, as the Zeppelin is gonna go down. Nope, gets away with 2 HP. Not bad here. Yes, the Bears and the Demon Hunter now all fully buffed, making their way into the blue territory. Let's see what's gonna happen, as both armies may be colliding any second soon. I see the supply of Moon has 6 supply less than Red, having the better items. From my point of view, I'm thinking, let's see what he can do, as he has to stall the fight, has to go to 70 supply as well, just as he's doing at the moment. And both players are just flexing at the moment. You know, both of them not really having the balls to fight now, just looking for a better engagement, a good situation. A mistake of the enemy maybe, as we do not see any expansion yet. Wonder how much gold is there left in the gold mines. Actually very interesting point this far in the game. Now here Red's army increased to 78 supply, as Moon's army actually decreased to 67. What happened here? As the sideboard are still in fight, or actually now getting used here, giving blue a little bit of a map control. It's not necessary though, since he knows the enemy is knocking at his door. Red very much flexing at the moment, showing off his strength here. Blue not really having any scout, any wisp into the left side of the map, unaware of a possible expansion, but the same goes for the Red army. Is this gonna be an epic battle or what? This Moon's army seems a little bit inferior to the Red army here, as Moon has to uproot his Ancient of War. He's gonna use it as a nice meat shield here to block, and Red is maybe realizing this and thinking, this is not yet the moment. Just checking out his opponent, thinking, does he have enough force to beat me? Am I strong enough to commit to this? As one wisp is detonating here, bringing the Red Knight Elf player to exactly 80 supply. This was actually his intention, I think, just to keep the medium upkeep, as one bear is getting rooted and the Demon Hunter has to run away. Red Keeper not in range to root anything, as this is ridiculous now. Both are not really like committing to a fight, as one bear is actually stuck. There is no Zeppelin to get him out at this point. Ooh, Moon will end up being one bear short here, as the Staff of Teleportation maybe blocking him out. No, it did not. It was a visual bug. Or did he? He can simply just move or just stuff again. Alright, problem solved. Nice. Just stuffs him again, which means the stuff for Moon at the moment is on cooldown. If Red decides to engage, he will have the stuff trade advantage. 79 supply for Moon now, 80 supply for Red's army. This 79 supply army of Mundo has this vampiric aura, Do not underestimate it. It is very, very strong. Potential game changer here. You see the Zeppelin kinda. Let's scout here. As we see, red once more is approaching to blue, but then again backing off. Not really going in for a kill. I don't know what both are thinking, as Moon actually decides to move a hero upstairs to the goblin shop to see what he can get there. He actually sent his keeper of the groove, so let's see what he's gonna come back with. 2 healing scroll, double healing scroll and a protection scroll. Very nice here for Blue's army. I really don't know. I'm thinking Moon will turn up better in this fight. If Zhou is too aggressive and commits to a possible mate trap inside of Moon's base, it would really be not too smart to fight in each other's base. So this Knighted Mirror is turning out to be something. I think the red army is a little bit of scared, and it should be. This vampiric aura is just so good. We see something happening at the red natural. Just really want to see what's happening here, as we see an engine of war taking a place instead of a blue tree of life. Very nice done here, and the moonwell being produced at the natural of red. Red is making the first move into trying of getting the economical advantage, or actually at this state of the game I'm thinking just saving himself, since the gold mines are about to run out. Moon's Tree of Life here could get flanked by Red's army. It's gonna either create a fight around each base. Oh my god, what is happening now? As both players simultaneously get down a Tree of Life, uprooting a gold mine. Not really trying to harass the other gold mine of the player. As yes, Moon's Tree of Life is getting harassed by an engine of war. Should not be too much of a problem though. Is getting split up towards north here, as Red's army just sees the possibility to move inside. Gets shreked out of Moon's base though, and we see now Moon really wants to commit to this fight, actually engaging Red using his scroll. Let's see what is happening here, as we see Book of GG cast by Moon here, surrounding a Red bear completely. As we see a lot of rejuvenation cast on Moon's bears, not too much rejuvenation cast on Red spears. The scroll of protection working on both sides here, as we see no wisp coming to detonate anything. As we see the scroll of protection once again popped here, and the scroll of healing being done. Both of them are just mirroring each other, as the red demon hunter now gets caught actually within all the fight, has to get stuffed out now that red has lost his demon hunter. He's leading Source, his captain. I don't know if he's gonna end up on the better side here, as demon hunter of Moon is still wreaking havoc within those bears, but I think the red bears are kinda winning the upper hand. Did the red bears take more than the blue bears? I cannot really tell, as I just see blue bears now coming again, reinforcing the army, looking pretty of much of an even fight, as though blue bears in the end fall up a little bit more red, a little bit lower health here, and Moon ends up losing the fight, getting pushed back, as Zhao just really nice. Kinda micros the game. Moon's demon hunter about to fall. No, greater healing potion saves his ass, and he's gonna still get pushed inside of his base, having both economies up now. Expansions, I don't know what is gonna bring them, but I know for sure that now the red army is much bigger than Moon's, and Moon is going down. Is this gonna be a 2-0? It is a 2-0 for Zhou. Oh my god.